Good evening. This is Susanne with another 45-minute Pilates class. What you need tonight is a mat. You need something to put your head on. It could be a cushion, it could be a block, and some hand weights. If you haven't got hand weights, use a couple of tins of tomatoes or a couple of water bottles. Make sure that you're in a nice, safe space. And let's start off straight away. Place your feet hip-width apart and stand nice and tall over the top of your feet. And then start circling those shoulders backwards. Inhale through the nose and out through pursed lips. Nice big circles. Good. Let's go into the roll down. If you've got osteoporosis, bring your back forward in a straight position. We want to roll this down until we feel the whole back line of our bodies open up. You inhale at the bottom, you exhale to bring it back to the top. You inhale to raise the arms up and you lean back to open up the front line. We're now going to pull the arms out sideways. The elbows are bent at 90 degrees and you find a rotation. Breathe out into the rotation, breathe in to return to the other side. Breathe out into the rotation, breathe in to bring it back. We're dropping the arms all the way to the hips and we're going into a side extension. Feeling the waist lengthening, feeling the whole spine reaching over and up. Good. Right, let's do that again. Chin to chest, roll it down. Osteoporosis, straight back. Lift your tail up, lean forward, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring it back to the top. Circle those arms to your ears. Pull the thumbs back and stretch out through the whole front line. Then inhale, bring the arms to shoulder height, bend at 90 degrees and find your rotation. Breathe out as you do so. Back to the front. Drop the arms to your side and find your side extension. This time we're going to add a little arm to it. So we're just extending a little bit more. Pull the arm ever so gently over the midline, but reach the fingertips up to the ceiling. Lovely. And I'd say we do the whole thing again, just making sure that back is nice and warm. Also, it gives you a chance to check in with your back. How is it feeling tonight or today? Do I need to be careful with certain things? Or can I go all the way up into the higher levels where the back is a little bit more under pressure? Breathe out as you lean back. Pull the arms back to your side and find that rotation. Lifting up through that breastbone, keeping the hips fairly still. Back to the front. Drop the arms to your side. Reach up, breathe out as you stretch over the midline. Inhale, pull it back, and exhale over to the other side. Perfect. Good. We're now going to pull our tummy in and tuck our tail in just a little bit more. We're going to place our hands to our side. The palms are facing backwards. You're going to start pulsing the hands forwards and backwards and keep the upper body perfectly still. Make sure the bum cheeks are gently engaging and focus on pulling the shoulders back and lifting your chin up. Look at the horizon. We're warming up the shoulders, we're warming up the breath, and of course you should feel your tummy pull in, that core strength. That lift through the pelvic floor. Good, so arms are going forwards and backwards. Now turn your palms towards yourself and go up and down sideways. Good. It's a little bit easier to keep your upper body still in this position, but focus on pulling the shoulders back. Good. Now change the arms again. Palms are facing backwards. Keep breathing. Make sure the hips don't start wiggling now. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. Good. You're now going to turn the hands so the palms are facing forward. Keep going with that pulse quite vigorously, so don't do it too slowly. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And give me a few more big shoulder rolls. That should feel nice and warm now. Next one up, we're going to go into a squat. So you're going to bring the arms forward, pull the shoulders back, come down into a squat as far as your knees will take you. and come back up again. Good. Only bring it as low as you can without producing any knee pain. So if you can go deeper than me, then please do it. Take it down, reach forward through those arms and back up again. Good. We're now going to hold it at your lowest. Hold it at your lowest. Make sure you pull your tummy in, and you're going to do some crab walking here. So you're going to walk sideways. Use the full width of the space that's available to you. If you can't see the screen anymore, don't worry about it. I will let you know once we move on. You've got a few more here. Bend those knees. Make sure that you walk from side to side fairly elegantly. So make it look nice and light-footed. Maybe come up a little bit if you need to. Good. We're now going to bring the arms out to the side. So open up the arms. That's it. Make sure you're breathing. Arms are changing again. Pull the arms backwards. Little fingers are facing upwards. Just to keep it interesting. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find the mat again. Bend the knees a little bit deeper and bring the arms over the top of your head. Your thumbs are pulling back. Good. We're now going to bend the knees. We're going to bring the arms behind us. We're lifting the little fingers up to the ceiling. We're exhaling. We're lifting up. We're not extending. We're keeping our spine neutral. Pull it back and lift it up. You inhale, pull the hands back. You exhale to bring it up. Good. Now what we're going to do, we're going to lift off the heels as we come up. And then we bring it down, pull the hands back. Good. Lift it up off the heels. And bring it back, swing the arms back. Good. Level 1 is you doing it nice and controlled. Nice and slow. Good core engagement. If you think, yeah, I can speed this up, then go for it. And we're going to speed it up on the way down. So from the toes, breathe out, pull back, and lift straight back up onto your toes. Breathe out, straight back up onto your toes. Breathe out, nice and fast. Pull those heels down. And make sure you don't hold your breath. And lift. Pull those shoulders down and lift. 3 more times and lift. And 2 and lift. Last one. And lift. And bring the arms to your side. Perfect. Shake out your legs for a moment. Hands on your hips. We're just going to do a little bit of balancing. So if you need balance aid, make sure you hold on to something. The leg that you're lifting, that hip, needs lifting up. So make sure that hip is lifted. And you're going to give me nice big circular motions through that knee. Make sure you find a strong breathing pattern. And then change the direction. So if you can, you want to pull this up past your hip bone. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Step down. Step over to the other side. So make sure you lift up the hip. Find your balance. And then start circling that knee. Nice and big. Keep going with that. I'm so hot, so I need to open up a window. Round and round. Absolutely beautiful evening tonight. Change the direction. Make sure you keep breathing. You've got 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Good. Let's go onto the floor. Let's start on your back. So tonight you're going to go onto the floor, lie on your back, place your feet hip width apart at a comfortable distance away from your bum cheek, and start your cat-cow. So once you're down there, start your cat-cow. Just trying to make sure that you can see me properly. Don't place your block underneath your hips. If you can, keep your head on the mat, flat on the mat. Good. We're now going to pull our lower back onto the mat on the exhale. On the inhale, you reverse. So if you have a little bit of a tender lower back, let's say you've been playing golf all afternoon, or maybe you've been gardening all day because it really has been a warm, mild day, then you might feel a little bit of tension as you start off with that pelvic tilt. Just keep going. So as long as it's not something that you know, that a doctor has told you not to do, if you feel a little bit of tenderness in that lower back, just try to persevere. And what we're hoping here is with movement, that tenderness will soon be gone. Oh, I'm saying that thinking, yep, I'm the one with the tenderness. Breathe out and breathe in. Keep going. Pulling gently downwards into the mat. Feeling how you're pulling your two hip bones towards your rib cage. Feel how the belly button gently pulls downward and the pelvic floor lifts up and inwards. You've got about 5 more. Got 1 more. Good, and then start your bridging. So warming up through that spine, each and every vertebra, one after the other one, bring it all the way up into that extension, so open up your hips. Take a deep breath in and exhale to bring it back down again. Make sure you come back into neutral, so there's a little bit of gap underneath that lower back. And then go again. Bring that lower back gently onto the mat. And then peel it off, feeling your shoulders engage here. So really push down through the shoulders. Inhale at the top and exhale to bring it back down again. You've got 2 more of these. Really try to feel each and every vertebra lifting and peeling away from the floor. Pushing down through the big toe, little toe, heel, and of course, shoulders and upper arm. The neck is pain-free. Sorry, not pain-free, weight-free and pain-free, hopefully. One more time. Tilt and lift. So it's this segmental motion I'm after. Inhale one more time and exhale to bring it down. Okay, we're now going to change things around slightly. So the first change you're going to do, pull your feet a tiny bit closer to you, and then grab one of your legs and bring it further forward. So my heel is now on the floor of one foot. So one foot is fully on the floor, the other foot is just the heel. And the heel lines up with the toes of our foot that's on the floor. So one heel and the other foot is fully on the mat. The heel is in line with your toes. Okay, now press down into the full foot and to the heel and come back up again in exactly the same way. Come on up all the way to the top. Good, you're going to hold it up here. You should feel one leg hamstring, back of your thigh, the other leg bum cheek. So the leg with the foot on the floor, you should feel your bum cheek. The leg with the heel on the floor, you should feel more in the hamstring, back of your thigh. From here, we're going to go up and down, but without rolling over the mat. So take the whole spine down in one big go and push it back to the top. And really work on extending the hips as you come up. So inhale down, extend up, extend those hips. Push the heel down, push the foot down. Keep going. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, again, 2, and now we're going to hold it at the top again. Hold it at the top. Good. Pull the shoulders into the mat again. Make sure the heel is on the floor, the big toe, the little toe, the heel of the other foot. We're now going to go up and down and pulse. Tiny little one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Work into the extension. 6. Pull your pubic bone towards you. 7, 8, 9. Halfway there. 10. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, roll it back down again. Don't allow the shoulders to lift. And then for a short moment, pull your knees to your chest. So if you found that your lower back started to ache a little bit, then it's a great probability that you didn't engage the core enough. So you A, have to have a break, and B, on the other side, we've got to check that our hips stay tilted towards us. So bring both feet on the floor again. Pull them nice and close to your bum cheek. Then bring the other heel forward. It's lined up with the big toe of the foot that's fully on the floor. Then push the heel down, push the whole foot down. And inhale, exhale to peel it away from the floor, all the way to the top. Good, and then just check up here that your hip bones are tilted towards you. Your belly button pulls in. Good, you're going to go down, all the way down. 1, push it up. And 2, push it up. Breathe out on the way up. And 3, really work into that extension. Feel how the front of your hips are opening up. 4, 5, 6, breathe out on the way up. 7, 8, 9, 10, you've got 2 more. 11 and 12. Hold it at the top. And again, you're focusing, making sure that the hips are pulling towards your ribs. Up and down, tiny little ones. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull those shoulders down again. 9, the upper arms as well. 10, you've got 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And roll it back down again, all the way to the bottom. And pull your knees towards you. Again, a little bit of a rest here. Rock your legs from side to side. Beautiful. Bring your feet onto the floor. Bring the arms out to the side into a T position. And then start your twist stretches. Look away from your knees. Engage the shoulders downwards and lengthen your fingertips for a deeper stretch into your chest. And then go again. Again, if you feel any tenderness in your lower back, bear with it, keep moving. Don't force anything into that lower back, but at the same time, you must feel it. So don't go too easy, so you do want to feel that stretch, just above that hip bone. See if you can increase the range of movement now. Can you bring this a little bit deeper down? Again, it needs to be pain-free. If not, keep it at what you've done up until now. And bring that back to the center. Good. Lift the arms up so the arms are vertically above your shoulder joints. And now you're going to imprint your lower back. So pull the tummy in, lift your pelvic floor, pull your hip bones towards your ribs. We're now going to take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, we're going to lift one leg up into tabletop. Then you're going to find the opposite arm of that leg that you have lifted, and you're going to put the hand weight into that hand. So I've got my right hand with a hand weight and my left leg lifted. Good. You're now going to focus on keeping that lower back firmly attached to the floor. Now you're going to drop the right hand and the left big toe towards the floor and exhale to bring it back up again. What you're focusing on is not allowing the lower back to raise away from the floor. So really pull the tummy in. so that that lower back does not raise away from the mat. If you want to make it harder, extend the moving leg rather than keeping it bent. So extend the leg, the heel may touch lightly on the floor. Drop and lift. Good. So try that out. See how that goes. If you feel that you can't control that core, that it's not engaging enough, i.e. the lower back keeps lifting away, then please do the short leg again. But if you can do more, hold it still one more time, lift the second leg into tabletop. Now keep the left hand and the right leg as it is and carry on moving as you did before. So this makes it slightly harder because that leg is now, the second leg is now in tabletop also. Keep breathing, so it's a diagonal movement, please. Always the same arm and the same leg. We're going to swap over in a moment. Good. Now, if you want to make it harder from here, you're going to drop the long leg down and you lift the long leg. So it's a long leg that drops and it's a long leg that lifts. You've got 4 more. Inhale, exhale to lift. Inhale, drop, exhale to lift. You've got 2 more. Inhale, drop, exhale to lift. Last one. Inhale, drop, exhale to lift. Bend both of your knees, bring your feet onto the floor, bring the hand weight down and pull the moving leg towards your chest. That moving leg, pull it in and stretch it out. So that leg that was just going up and down is the one that you're holding on to. Good, listen, and before we forget what we have done, we're going to do the other side. So start again, place both feet on the floor, bring both arms up. So I had my hand weight in my right hand. Now you need to hold your hand weight in your left hand. You're going to raise the diagonal leg up. In my case, it's the right leg. Good. You're going to inhale to drop, exhale to lift. Then I've got a bent knee for the time being. My knee is bent for the time being. That's your easier level. If you want to make it harder, extend the leg forward. Now this is my dodgy knee, so it might not go completely straight. But you get to gist. You lengthen that leg forward, make it look elegant. If you want to make it harder from here, you keep the leg extended and you move it up and down. Oh, we forgot to raise the other leg into tabletop, so that makes it even harder. So you choose what you want to do. As long as you're moving diagonally and that lower back doesn't lift away from the floor, and there is a breathing pattern of inhale down and exhale up, keeping that lower back on the mat. Have lots of breaks if you need to. You've got 3. You've got 2. Breathe out to come up. Good. Last one. Pull it down, lift it up, and have a break. Pull the knee that you've just moved. I don't know what my brain is doing today. The leg that you've just moved pulls towards you, and you're lengthening through the opposite leg. Good. Well done. Good. We're now going to go into abdominal flexion. If you've got osteoporosis or neck issues, you might want to stay away from abdominal flexion because it's not great for your spine in that case to put pressure directly onto each vertebra. So what you can do is you can give me some pelvic tilts as long as we're lifting the head away from the floor. So pelvic tilts for neck issues, osteoporosis. Everybody else, interlace your hands behind your head. Draw the belly button in, pull the pubic bone towards your ribs, lift the back of the head up, lift the shoulders up and bring it back down again. And go again, lift up and bring it down. Go again, lift up and bring it down. The higher you lift your shoulders and head up, the easier for the neck it will be to hold the head in the correct position. So the less neck ache you're going to experience, and the more your tummy muscles, the external tummy muscles, are working. Good, we're going to do 2 more. You're going to do 1 more, and then you're going to hold it at the top. Good. If you don't want to lift your head up, imprint your lower back all of your arms now come forward and you start your 100 pulses. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. Of course, if you want to make it harder, you change your leg position into a tabletop. Tuck your chin further to your chest and lift your shoulders higher off the floor. That's it. Good. And only hold it in that position until the neck, or should the neck start to ache, you need to place the head back on the floor. Keep going. You can also lengthen your legs up to the ceiling, but they need to stay over the top of your hips. Keep breathing, please. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. What you can do if you start the neck, just getting tired, place one of your hands behind your head. So you can do that until the head has had a little rest, and then bring it back again. Pull yourself nice and upwards. Try not to use the neck. Use your abdominal muscles to pull up. Good. Keep going. We've got about 30 more. I'm making it up because I'm never very good at counting. 21, 2, 3. No, that's wrong. I need to count backwards. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Place the head back down. Pull your knees towards yourself and breathe. Nice. That should have brought your body temperature up a little bit. So you should feel nice and warm now. Wonderful. All right. Let's change position. Let's come onto all fours next. We're going to go into thoracic rotation. Rotation through the rib cage. Widen your legs a little bit wider than hip width and start your threading needle. Look over your shoulder, please. Lift the back of your head up. Feel the stretch. Once you've got it, inhale, exhale. Lift it out to go the other way. And then please swap over hands. So we're alternating. Look over the shoulder and lift it back up again. Going. Look over the shoulder and lift it back up. Keep going. Try to increase the range of movement of your stretch with each one of them. But the hand always lands next to your, the head always lands next to your hand. So make sure you don't start moving your body away from that midline. Of course, the belly button pulls in, the shoulders pull down your back, the breastbone is lifted forward, the back of the head is lifting up. One more on each side. Last one. Good. Place both hands down, widen your knees, bring your big toes together, and then sit back and stretch your arms forward. But bring your arms off your mat. So both hands are just off the mat. Drop your breastbone down. Now, if you find that your knees don't want to do this, you can do the same position, but lie on your back and pull your knees to your chest, but you have nice wide knees there as well. We're going to go into a diagonal stretch now. So bring one hand on top of the other one, and then make sure that all 10 fingertips are exactly the same length, and feel that stretch in your waist. If you want, you can bring the hands even further away from the mat, and that will increase the stretch more. So make sure you can feel something just above the hip. Maybe you feel it in your arms and shoulders more than your lower back. It all depends where you're tight. And then let's go over to the other side. Nice, strong breathing here. Pulling the hips away from your hands. Good job. And then come out of this and come into a kneeling position. So the knees are right underneath the hips, the hands are underneath your shoulders. We're now going to do the cat-cow. Where you use all of your spine to move up and down into an arch up to the ceiling. And then a gentle arch down to the floor where you lift the breastbone forward and you pull your shoulders back and down. Do that again. Feel how the shoulders are moving, how the mid-back and the lower back are moving for a cat-cow. Why am I saying that? Because in the next exercise, we're not going to be moving that rib cage anymore. So do one more cat and then come into neutral. So now the back is neutral. There's a little bit of a tilt in the lower back, but it's not huge. So tuck the tail between your legs, draw the belly button in, pull the shoulders back and down. From the ribs to the crown of the head, you stay perfectly still. But what you're going to do, you're going to just draw your pubic bone towards you and lengthen it again. So if you carefully look at my lower back, you can see that my lower back is flattening as I pull the hip bones towards me, and then it's gently deepening again. So basically what I'm doing here is a pelvic tilt on all fours, making sure that the shoulders, the ribs, they're not involved here, they're just engaged and they sit there nice and still. So a pelvic tilt on all fours. Okay, that's only half of the exercise. Bring your hips back to neutral. And now what I would like you to do is roll all 10 toes underneath you and just stretch into the toes for a moment, particularly into the big toe and the second toe. Then come off the toes and then lift your feet up and just wiggle your ankles around, wiggle your toes around. Good. And now place the toes back underneath your feet. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, you're going to lift your knees just off the mat. Breathe out, and as soon as you can't breathe out anymore, you breathe in to gently bring your knees back down. Do that again. Lift up, breathe out, and breathe to bring that down. Breathe in to bring it down. That is your level 1. So I'm very happy for you to stay with this. You can also turn onto your back and do just pelvic tilts on your back. If you can, you're going to lift the knees up. You're going to stay lifted. And now you're going to give me those pelvic tilts again from earlier. You're going to do 8 of these. Tuck your pubic bone towards you. Breathe out. Breathe in to reverse. You don't have to lift the knees off. You can just stay down on the floor with your knees. Keep going. Those knees are just lifted off the mat. Breathe out to tilt. Breathe in to reverse. Good, you've got 3 more. Breathe out to tilt. Breathe in to reverse. 2 more. Breathe out. Breathe in. You've got 1 more. Breathe out. Breathe in and then gently bring those knees down. Good. Once they're down again, come up into a high kneel and shake out your hands. That was a lot of hard work for your wrists. Well done. Perfect. All right. Lie on your side. Pop a book, cookbooks, a cushion, anything that's filling the space well between the floor and your head so your spine is nice and long. So not too little and not too much. Just the right amount so we are nice and straight. Hold on to your hip bone, top hip. Make sure your feet, your bum, your shoulders and the back of the head. Everything is lined up. You open up the front of your chest by pulling the shoulders together. Now draw the belly button in and tuck the tail between your legs. And then extend the top leg. Extend that top leg and hold it nice and long. Good. You're now going to flex your foot and point your foot. You should feel, in the flex in particular, you should feel your calf muscles open. So as you pull the big toe towards you and lengthen the heel away, you should feel that calf, the back of your leg, opening up. Good. We're now going to hold the toes pointed. You're going to pull the knee towards your chest as far as it'll go, but keep the spine nice and long. Then you're going to flex your foot. You're going to push the leg forward and swing it around you. Keep the lower leg on the floor. Point your toe. Pull the knee to your chest. Extend it forward and flex it behind you. Good. Try to bring the leg as far back as you can without lifting the bottom leg away from the mat. So it's a round motion. Forward and pull it around you. Do a couple more. Bring it forward behind you. You've got one more in that direction. And now you're going to change direction. Your foot is flexed. You bring it forward. You point your toe. You bring the foot behind you, pointed. Straighten that leg, please, before you start moving. So bring it behind you. Straighten the leg. Forward. Keep going. Bend. Extend. Bring it forward. Make sure it doesn't take your breath away. You've got one more. Bring it behind you. Bring it forward and then bend the leg and place it down. Good. You're now going to lean back a little bit and lengthen both of your legs. Then you're going to lift the top leg up and place it behind your knee. Then you're going to flex the bottom leg. So the body is at a slight angle now. And now you're going to lift the bottom leg up. Feel the inner thigh engage. The tummy is still pulled in. Shoulders are still pulling back. And just lift and lower that leg as far up as you can take it. That's it. Keep going, engaging the core, engaging those inner thighs. I can feel a stretch up there as well as I reach the top. Particularly if you flex your toe. Yeah, and then hold it at the top. Just hold it there and give me tiny little pulses. Make sure the bum cheek doesn't lift, so there is no weight on your bottom foot. Keep breathing. Upper body doesn't wiggle, keep it nice and still. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring that leg down. Perfect. Good. Let's do the other side. Line yourself up beautifully again. So back of your feet, bum, back of the head, shoulders, everything is lined up. Draw the belly button in, tuck the tail in, pull your shoulders back. Extend the top leg, flex and point through that top leg. Flex and point. And again, feel how the flex creates a bit of a stretch in the back end of your leg. And then point your toe, pull it towards you, extend and pull it behind you. Keep the bottom leg on the floor, pull it in, extend, pull it behind you. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through pursed lips. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. Keep going forward and bring it behind you. Forward. Good. Change the direction. Come forward, keep the foot flexed, pull the knee towards you, bring it behind you, extend. Bring it forward, keep the foot flexed, bend the knee, bring it behind you. Keep going, forward and behind you. Foot, belly button pulls in, shoulders are pulling back, please. Really good foot motions, please. That flexing and that pointing. You've got one more. Breathe, please. Perfect. Nice. And then rest. Good. You're going to lengthen both legs. Lift the top leg up. Bring it over the top of the bottom leg and place it behind your knee. Then lean back so that your hips are at an angle. Flex the bottom leg and then lift it up as high as you can. Good. And give me a flex because the flex will produce a nice stretch as you lift it up. Breathe out and breathe in. Breathe out and breathe. Keep going. Back of the head, trying to just not give me a double chin. So pull the chin a little bit further away from that chest. You breathe out to lift. Breathe in to take it down. You've got 3 more. 3. Really try to keep the legs straight, so there's no knee bend there. Hold it at the top of that leg and give me tiny little pulses. Extend your knee, keep it nice and lengthened. Pull the tummy in, feel how your core is engaging doing this. Good, you've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Good job. Come on up for me. Coming into a kneeling position. We're just going to finish off with a bit of a chest stretch. We're going to interlace our hands, and I'm going to show you sideways. We're going to interlace our hands, and we're going to lean forward. Bring the chin to your chest, tuck your tail between your legs, and feel how your shoulder blades move away from your vertebra. Then you're lengthening the upper body, you're turning your palms, and now pull the thumbs together behind you. Look straight at the horizon, keep tucking the tail in. Don't allow that back to hyperextend. Feel the chest opening up. Go again. Chin to chest, bring those arms forward, pull the shoulders back and down. And exhale to open up. Bring your thumbs together at the back. So really rotate those thumbs downward. That will open up beautifully. One more time, inhale. And then exhale, open up. Pull your thumbs together and then bring the arms to your side. Give yourself a couple of shoulder rolls. Well done, everyone. This is our session for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it and that you come back next time. Bye.